Good morning, Ahiah, and all of the community out there. Anybody who's tuning in at any point, either live with us right now or in the future, we are so glad to see you. My name is Peter Bedard. I am your practitioner for today, and please join me in doing our meditation. So if you will, get yourself comfortable. Get me some tunes there, Chris. Our amazing Chris Glick is going to accompany us during this meditation. I love Chris's tinkling on that synthesizer, I guess it is. So if you will, take a nice deep breath. I was recognizing earlier that, at least for me, breath is that connection with the divine, and it is available at any moment, at any moment. God is that breath. God is the world that we exist in. God is the consciousness. And I know when I breathe, my consciousness expands. So I invite you to just close your eyes, get yourself comfortable, and breathe with me now. As abundance is our topic for this month of fundraising for the Centers for Spiritual Living, of really connecting, of being part of the flow of the divine, the law of reciprocity. For today's meditation, I wanted to focus on that understanding of abundance. That spiritual principle that is God, that is the divine itself. And sometimes I get caught up. I get caught up in my human fears, worries, and I forget my abundance. And so right now I invite you to remember the truth of you, that who you are is abundance, that who you are is a direct emanation from the divine. And whatever parts of your human brain that are saying things like my brain used to say, things like money doesn't grow on trees, or any judgment of your value or limitation, I say to that part of my brain, thank you. Thank you for trying to protect me with that fear that closes me down or hides me away. I understand that it's your way of protecting me, and to that fear I say thank you. And in saying thank you to that part of me that is limited, I understand it more deeply. I say thank you to it, and I love you. You're just doing the best you can. And I take its hand and I guide it over to the philosophies of Ernest Holmes, to the understanding of so many other deep spiritual intuition principles. I guide it over, I grab its hand and I guide it over to the abundance that God is. And so I invite you right now to hold the hand of any limitation, to hold the hand of fear, of judgment, or worry, or lack, to say thank you to it and I love you, to hold it in that love, to shower it with that love, and to watch it as it receives that love, and to show it the goodness that is God. God only knows abundance. God only knows prosperity. God does not know poverty. And so I say thank you to God, and I bring that part of me that loves and trying to protect me in its own limited way, and I show it the goodness of the divine. And so I'm inviting you to take a moment, and to show that part of you, that human part of you that maybe understands lack or has evidence of lack in your life right now, to say thank you and I love you, and to show it the goodness of God. to breathe in that abundance that's available to you right now by just simply taking a deep, deep breath. And God is always giving. And so I'm going to invite you to be greedy, to take as much breath as you need, as you want right now. To breathe in that ever-expanding goodness that God is, that infinite love, that infinite prosperity, that infinite abundance. To breathe it in with me right now. To hold it for a moment, to let your lungs receive that goodness, to sip in a little bit more, to let your lungs expand and feel that goodness that flows into your heart. And to give that goodness, that abundance, a color. To let that experience go from being one only in a thought to being a feeling in your body. Feel that color of abundance, of prosperity, of the overflowing goodness that God is. Feel that color. Breathe it in. Color is an emotional experience. When we feel a color, if that color is scary, our body feels that scary. If that color is bright and luminescent, full of light, we feel that too. And so breathe in the color of prosperity now. Feel it move into your body. Meditate upon that color in this moment of silence now. Your thoughts create an experience in your body. We have a thought, and the body releases different chemicals, hormones in our body that create feelings. So right now, have a thought, a color of abundance. For me, that color is a golden, shimmering, sparkling light. And I embrace that thought. I breathe that in, and I feel that golden, shimmering, sparkling light down deep inside me. I breathe it deep inside me. And I know that that color is the color of abundance, my connection with that divine spiritual quality. And I let that color be filled. I let that color be me. As I breathe it in, I watch that color expand through my lungs. I feel it move into my heart with that breath. And I watch it now with my heartbeat, with the pulse of my heart as that color pulses through my veins, as it flows into every fiber and tissue of my being, filling me up. I am filled with the goodness, the abundance of the God that I know, that I understand, that is my truth. I am filled with that. I let it shine through my pores. I let it sparkle through my eyes. I let it be expressed in my words. I know it in my mind, with my body, in my soul. And I engage in the affluence of God now and in this moment. I engage. Yes. And I'm inviting you to remember this breath. This breath that now is anchored into that golden, shimmering, sparkling light. This breath that now understands in the knowing physically the color of this experience, the breathing it in, that feeling that is understood in my cells. I know this breath. And as I engage in this breath, in this moment in my life, I know it is anchored now. And from this moment on, when I think of that beautiful golden light, I consciously pause to take that breath. My whole body dives into this experience of abundance. It expands and shines through my cells, through my body, through the pores of my skin. And every day, in every way, when I take that moment to pause and breathe, consciously and subconsciously, I am engaging in my prosperity, and I am reminding myself of the truth of me, of the prosperity and the abundance of my oneness with the divine. And I'm going to invite you to keep breathing, to take 3 wide, deep breaths in that silence, to remember that light, that color as it pulses through your veins, to know it is your understanding of the love, the divine, the prosperity, and the abundance. To breathe it in now. 3 deep breaths. I am. The prosperity and abundance that God is. I am. Yes. 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 Thank you for taking this moment of pause. Thank you for breathing in that goodness. Thank you for remembering your truth. No matter what human evidence in front of you that is in front of you, you know, I affirm that truth that you are the goodness, the prosperity, and the abundance of the divine. I feel it in my cells. I know it in my body. And I thank you for bringing this more into the world today and every day. I thank you. And please just take a moment to continue this meditation if you like. We're going to start our service in just a few minutes. Thank you for joining us. Once again, my name is Peter Bedard. I am grateful for you. And let's have God's party. Namaste.